Have you ever felt trapped, like you're living someone else's life, playing a part you never auditioned for? That was my reality. For years, I was Eleanor, the minister's wife. My world was small, defined by Sunday sermons, polite smiles, and the heavy weight of my husband's expectations. I was supposed to be meek, pious, and above all, submissive. My own thoughts, my own desires, they were whispers I learned to ignore, locked away in the quiet corners of my soul. I walked through life like a ghost in my own home, my spirit slowly fading under the shadow of his righteousness. My husband, Pastor John, preached about light and salvation, but our home was filled with a different kind of darkness, a suffocating kind. He saw me not as a partner, but as a reflection of his own piety, an accessory to his holy life. My role was simple: support him, obey him, and never ever question him. I was a bird in a gilded cage, and I had long forgotten how to sing. Then came the night that changed everything. It was a moonless, starless night, the kind where the darkness feels absolute. I was walking home alone after a late church meeting, the silence of the empty streets pressing in on me. Suddenly, a blur of motion, a sharp, searing pain in my neck, and then, nothing. I woke up in an alley, the world spinning. But it wasn't the pain that shocked me, it was the clarity. For the first time, the world seemed sharp, vibrant, the scent of rain on pavement, the distant hum of the city, the frantic beat of a rat's heart in a nearby drain. It was all an overwhelming symphony. The hunger was the first real sign. It wasn't for food. It was a deep, primal craving I couldn't name but felt in the very marrow of my bones. I looked in a rain-slicked window and barely recognized the woman staring back. My eyes, once dull and compliant, now held a dangerous, predatory glint. My skin was pale, flawless, and when I opened my mouth, I saw them. Returning home was like stepping back into a black and white film after living in Technicolor. John was waiting, his face a mask of cold fury. "Where have you been, Eleanor? Do you have any idea how this looks?" His voice, once so commanding, now sounded like a petulant whine. He reached for me, to grab my arm as he always did, a gesture of ownership. But this time, something was different. I met his gaze, and for the first time, he flinched. He saw the change. He saw the end of his control. The old Eleanor, the submissive wife, is a ghost of the past. In her place is a sovereign being, a queen of the shadows. The hunger is a constant companion, a dark river flowing beneath the surface. The man who once ruled my life now looks at me with fear. He still preaches of demons and damnation, but he has no idea he sleeps next to one every day. My faith was once about submission to a higher power, a male god, a husband. Now my faith is in myself, in my strength, my survival, my untamable will. I am no longer a reflection of a man's piety. I've embraced the darkness, and in it, I've finally found my own light.